standalone executable. Well, yes. I mean that one you can create a standalone executable. Now, the question on how to do that depends on two things. One is the do you want a portable Lisp approach, or are you okay with using Roswell for all Lisps? Because if you're okay with building using Roswell,
Yeah.
you can use Roswell build, yes. You can also create a Ros script to act as your build, if you will, that would load up the necessary libraries, loads up the basic main, okay,
Gotcha.
and then you could just build that Ros script into an executable. And this way, you separate it. It's like a separation of concerns, right? Your main entry point, your main.cpp is not necessarily polluting your library. Okay. Um,
Okay.
I
So
like that
running is
approach.
separate from all of the
Yeah,
functions
exactly.
of the program. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it could be used as a library in some other program potentially.
Right, exactly. That's kind
Okay.
of the approach I tend to take. Now, each person has their own flavor of that. But regardless, the reason why I recommend Roswell over the other approach, which is very Lisp distribution specific, is each Lisp distribution has its own options on how to essentially dump a Lisp image.
Okay.
And um, as far as I know, even ASDiff, another system definition utility, doesn't give a real good portable API that one can use to create a build script that'll work across all the Lisps,
Gotcha.
because that's each of them have their own little quirks. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
And Roswell
Um,
actually abstracts all that out.
so this is a way of creating a standalone executable. Does Is that
Yes.
correct? And then
Um, I
yeah.
believe you could do that. Um, the easiest way of testing that is, let me just go into one of my into our sample web app here and do a ROS build source main.lisp. Yeah, you cannot do ROS build source main.lisp. That's kind of what I figured, but I wasn't sure if they changed something. Um, the reason is ROS build expects there to be a Roswell a ROS a .ros file in your directory. And the reason for that is and I could just give me a second. Let me just share my screen on here so you can see what I'm doing. Um, I think I can just do this very quickly. ROS init well, let's call it build.ros for lack of. Okay.
So I just
And
tried to do that and
yeah, it's complaining, I know. And
okay.
the reason why it's doing that is and I need to show you what ROS does. Give me a second here. Let me share. Can I share my screen?
Yeah. You should be able
Okay.
to do it
So
at the same time.
yeah, I know I can. I just want to make sure. All right. So when you look at the generated file, which by the way, I guess I forgot to show this to you. The way you do that is you do ROS init build.ros, and it'll create the file if it doesn't exist. And what it creates is this following little script. It's a shell script that basically loads up Roswell with QuickLisp, sets up the necessary quick forms. Like if you want to load up a bunch of libraries before setting up your project, you could certainly do so by essentially in this init forms here, this prog-n, you can actually go and add your your libraries that you want loaded,
Would
and
that
then you
still be what I would do, even though I'm already in .roswell local project sample web app?
yes, you would do
Oh,
ROS
okay.
init build dot ROS just mainly because of the fact that it's unaware. Each Lisp image is unaware of the ASDIF central registry until you use Roswell to tell it where the ASDIF central registry exists. Okay, and even if you're in that particular directory, Lisp is independent of the directory location. It's not it does SBCL and all the Lisps right now do not recognize that you're in a particular project directory. They just they just look at the ASDIF central registry, which is loaded when you run ros.run to actually recognize all the projects that are registered with the central registry. And one of those directory locations just so happens to be Roswell local projects.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was another question that I had about. Uh, well, I guess we could go look at that. But so now that I've done, we can look at that in a minute. But now that I've done ROS init build.ros, then I should be able to do ROS build source main Lisp,
No, you
or
should
no?
just be able to do
Okay.
ROS build.ros, and then it'll build it for you. So the way this is if you look at my screen, I can show you what you need to do here.
Okay.
So what you do is you in your build.ros script, you load your sample web app, and then in your main function here, you simply in give me a second, I have to go and remember what we used to actually did we actually create? Yeah, we didn't actually create a start web server, did we? Yeah, last time we actually yeah, we defined the easy handler, but we start the web server separately in this function. So what we have to do is, um, let's move. Let's do this quickly. Um, we need to go in the asdiff directory, and what we're gonna do is we're going to create we're gonna actually refactor this to be proper uh, a proper project. Okay.
Okay.
One of the things that we need to do for that is um, we need to actually create an exported API that can be used by our build script. Okay. One way of doing this is in source.main lisp. You see in this defined package sample web app, we could just say
Mm-hmm.
export, and then we add um, start web server, and then internally in here, what we'll do is we're gonna move where we're starting Hunchintoot here into right here, and what we're also going to do is we're
Wait,
going to
hold
go
on.
ahead and do the following in our
Uh,
web server.lisp.
okay, so in main.lisp,
You have a
uh,
start web server.
you added export start web server.
Yeah, and that's going to be a function that literally does nothing more than call out to Hunchintoot, which I'm abstracting away so nobody is aware. And the reason I'm doing this is because we may want to switch over to a different web server, for example, like Clack. And Clack is a far better abstraction on top of like it uses Hunchintoot in development mode, but it also allows you to use other web servers too as well from Fukamachi's projects.
Sure.
Um, and so this will allow us to be able to not have to change our build script. We
Okay.
have our oh, and let me just go ahead and close that up here.
Oh
Um,
wait, hold on. I didn't know where. in package sample web app. Oh, okay. I do actually have that line.
Yeah. So in here we do start web server, and then we then in our web server.app, we need to actually create a proper package here, which we will define sample web app dot utils use cl, and we will export our web server. Okay. Now, obviously, if we want to make different web servers for different testing purposes, you can make this into a factory function, but for now, we're not going to deal with that. Okay. Um, Actually, why am I doing this in Vim? I'm just so habitually used to using Vim. I, Give me a second. I'm going to share
Wait.
my.
Okay, so you took out the quick load from
Yeah, give me a
webserver.lisp.
second here. I'm gonna switch windows here for a second. Stop sharing. Where are you, Visual Studio? Do I not have Visual Studio open today? No, I do not have Visual Studio open today. Give me a second here. This is using, which window is this? Ah, yes, yes, yes. I actually was helping somebody with their Python project, and so I switched out our Visual Studio. Okay, give me a second here. Code dot Roswell local projects. There we go. All right, and let's bring this up. And what we're gonna do is in our, let me just make sure that everything is properly open. Yeah, it is. We're done. We're done. Oh, I'll do that later. Okay. So now let me just make sure. Hunching two technology. Well, no shit. I didn't actually load the project, man. Okay. Let me just quickly load this just so that we can stop complaining. Okay. Oh, right. Because I'm changing a board. I'm changing the so for right now it's still in somewhat of a broken state, just mainly because of the fact that um here we go.
I are you're okay. You're sharing your screen now. Um,
Yeah.
okay.
So we need to first fix this up a little bit. Um, One
So
is we need to do in
in
package.
webserver.lisp,
Yeah, in webserver.list, what we're gonna
you
do
got rid
is we're going to
of
load.
QL quick load sample web app.
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
replacing it with essentially what main.lisp has, which is defining a package. Okay, and that package is named sb sample web app.utils in this case. Um,
In
Actually, I'm
package
gonna call it sample web app.server, which is the server
sample
API.
web app dot server.
Okay,
Okay.
and we have that. That's
Oh, and you're changing up at the top instead of utils, it's now server. Oh, oh man.
adjustments to this project. Sorry, the extension project that I'm using for Alive because it for whatever reason is very dumb in indenting ASD code. Okay,
Uh,
so
my computer slowed up for a bit. Okay, so let me catch up to where you are. Okay, so
so
you went to sample web app dot ASD, and in here, what did you change?
I
Depends
added on
on
line 9. Okay, so uh I added file web server. I
Okay.
added this line right here.
And does the order
And
matter?
order currently does matter because we didn't actually add depends on here. But in order to guarantee that you don't have to worry about order, you just need to simply add this, and you could change this so that it's in sorted order, and it will do the right thing.
That's cool.
So I'm just making sure, and we add that. Yeah. So now when we load our sample web app in our, you'll see,
Oh,
wait a
I
second,
didn't.
there is, wait,
I'm pretty sure I
illegal.
didn't get everything inside of webserver.lisp because
Oh,
my
okay.
computer was locked up for a little bit.
Yeah. Give me just 1 second while you're looking into that. I just got to figure out why. Trying to load from a path name, execution compiled, illegal function call. Wait, did I accidentally delete something here that I shouldn't have? Um,
Are you
hold on
doing
1 second.
something illegal?
I don't think no, no. Hold on. Let me just do a quick thing here. Quick load sample web app. Let me see here. Oh, okay. So it is complaining about that. Wondering what I did there. Um, I may have messed up something here when we added Hunch and Toot. This is. Oh, I'm an idiot. Abort. Uh, one. Okay. It's because I accidentally deleted the def system here. Hit abort. Give up. This needs to be def system. There we go. Oh, dang it. No. There we go. So now this should all work on the way we expect it to. Perfect. Um,
Dang it, my computer is locking up again. I'm not even doing anything.
code. All right. Uh, Okay. So this is how your ASD should look like. All right.
Okay, let
Um,
me go. Okay, so I'm in my ASD. I got depends on Hunch and Toot, Alexandria, module, source, components, web server, and main. And then main depends on web server. And I'll just swap the order so they're the same. And then description, whatever. Is the rest of it remained
yeah,
unchanged?
yeah,
Oh,
remain unchanged.
actually, one question that I had that I don't think I got answered was in here in this ASD file.
Yeah.
It was unclear to me why there's two separate things here. I see that this one says tests and this one doesn't, but this one also says here tests. So
Okay.
is this
So you're asking
what's
you're
going on
asking
here?
about the
Why does it say
line 14, the def system on line 14, and how it's related to that test operation. So ASDF, another system definition utility, has a set of operations that deal with building and compiling images, but it also has operations for dealing with running test suites. Okay, so test
okay?
op there is a
This test op
yeah,
or this one?
we're working top down. All right, so to test
Okay.
op in order to is basically defining the test operation that needs to run when you run the actual command is now uh, forgetting it off the top of my head. It's as diff. Let me just use
Oh,
this right here.
okay. So I think
As diff
I
run
think
test.
then the answer to why does it have two separate things, and then there's this one that's test, but then this one also has test. I think the answer is this is like the source for my project, and then it says this is how to test that source code.
Yeah, and
You
that
go
second test
do this
operation is
thing.
actually calling the test operation that's defined in line 23.
Okay.
So when you do test op
Here.
in line 12, it invokes line 23.
Okay,
In
cool.
line 23,
And
what it's doing is um it's actually calling Rove, which is the our testing library. Symbol call basically goes looks up a specific symbol that's loaded in memory,
okay.
and specifically the symbol it's looking for is from the Rove package, and it's called run, and it's going to
Okay.
run the command that's passed into that C.
Okay,
So
cool.
the operation
So,
that you see in line 23 is just, you know,
gotcha.
yeah,
So, this is for the actual source code, like the thing that we
yeah.
care about. This
Get rid of the
describes how
on
to.
line 9 first off before you continue. Get rid of the quote on line 9 after depends on the quote, the single quote on line 9. Yeah, just get rid of that. That's not needed for ASDF domain specific language.
Okay. Uh,
Okay,
okay. So, yeah. So the upper one defines the layout of the project. The lower one defines the layout of all the tests. Part of the
correct.
definition of the layout of the project is where are the tests and what are they, and that's what
Well,
this
it's how do
part.
you run the tests specifically?
I see. So part of the definition of the code is how do
Yeah,
you run the tests, and that's why this also says tests. It's not like
right,
a redundant thing. It's just saying that it's leaving it up to this one to define it. So
right.
this name here has to match, or this string here has to match this string. Is that
Yes,
right? Okay, cool.
that's correct.
Okay. Um, okay,
And
so that's
what's
the ASD file. Uh oh. I wonder if it's happening whenever I save a file. I hope not. Hello? I gotta spend more time figuring out why the computer is so slow.
oh, my apologies. Did you hear
Uh,
what I said earlier though?
no.
Oh, okay.
So I was here and I said, I remember saying that that's like these two names have to be the same, and then I think that's right when it locked up. And then I saw that you were in here starting to type stuff, so I was gonna try and follow along.
Uh, so ASDF test system is what I was looking for. Okay. So, when we have ASDF already loaded with our test directory here, okay, with this basic testing, you can actually run ASDF test system sample web project, and you could think of this as a full test suite, and it should actually run. Oh, I'm an idiot. I have to first load, assuming you actually loaded your project, okay, which you can load your tests first without loading your other project, but you have to load you can't run your tests without loading your test project. All right. I know it sounds a little weird, so let me repeat what I said. Okay.
Okay.
Quick load that system definition in the ASD, okay,
Yeah.
basically says when you do a quick load on sample web tests, it's going to recognize that when you run the test system, okay, it will either load the sample web app immediately before running the test system, or it assumes that it's there and loaded in memory and just runs the tests. Okay.
Okay.
So if it doesn't exist, if you can load the tests first, and then it will load your source code before running your tests. But you can't actually load your production project and assume your tests are going to be also loaded. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
You.
Because it's like, think about it, the difference between development mode and production mode.
Yeah.
Production, you don't want your tests, right? So
Right.
you don't want your tests to be in your final image. That's why it doesn't load it. But in your development mode, you want it to load. Once you have that, you could actually just run sample web tests using ASDF test system, and it will run all your tests,
Gotcha.
which is nice because you can in alive and you're in Emacs, you just need to write a key binding to essentially force a constant to keep on running your tests in your test image when you're as you're developing, right? So it isn't
Uh,
a big deal.
okay. It looks
Okay,
like it did not like when I tried to do this.
hold
Um,
on. Let me
I
hold on.
figured
Let
it
me.
wouldn't work because I haven't
Okay,
tried to. I haven't
yeah,
loaded this yet. I just
yeah.
started.
You have to do quick load, QL quick load sample web app. And if you want to run your test, though, you have to do slash tests, and then it will load up sample web app and then load your tests.
Uh,
What?
nope.
Why is it not found? Quick system client system not found. Hold on, do a four. Abort. Go back to your. Could you open up eShell and show me where your projects are located? I'm assuming it's in .roswell slash local projects. Yes. Yeah. So are you? And I'm assuming you're running Roswell. Uh, are you running ROS run in your init.cl, or is it running a system installed version of no,
Where's
no,
in it?
no, in your spacemax config, when you're loading, what's your inferior lisp set to?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so that means you
I'm
probably are
using
using your
Slime.
system install. Yeah, I know you're using Slime, but Slime in your in Common Lisp Slime, somewhere in there you need to define your inferior list program, and you're probably doing, yeah,
Probably
user
this.
bin SPCL. Yeah, you're using user bin SPCL. So for now, there's a quick fix for this, but eventually you'd want to, otherwise you're going to have to always do ROS run. You need to update your spacemax configuration to actually set up the inferior list program. And if you want, I can actually show you how to do that, but I don't remember all the details it'll take. I have to go look up the config commands for that. So
It's probably
yeah,
probably this, and then something, something.
maybe I have to go look it up. I don't remember
Path.
SpaceMac configuration files. It's been a while. Honestly, um, I usually set this shit once and then I forget about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Um,
I just don't, I have to go and look up my honestly maybe
I'm gonna look up
it's
the Spacemax Common Lisp player and see if I see a way for ah inferior Lisp program. Uh, one
oh
sec.
right, I put it.
Inferior Lisp program, and then I can set whatever path here. But I would
Uh,
need to figure out where Ross is, or what would I need to do?
yeah, you have to. Yeah, I have to show you how to set that up. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Give me a second here. It's in
Okay.
my dot config Emacs. Lisp Doom CLI Doom modules. I think is what I put it in. No, it's in init.l. Right? No, no, no. It's in. Oh, man, why don't I remember where I put this? Oh, why am I doing this? I'm being so dumb. Um, okay. Go
Looks like I
open up
have
term
Roz in
and
Brew, Linux
cd
Brew.
emacs grep rn inferior
Do you
lisp.
know on Mac, does Brew create a user for doing stuff? Or is that a specifically a Linux Brew thing?
You're asking me what now?
Do you know Homebrew on Mac, Brew on
Yeah.
Mac, does it create a user like it does on Linux Brew?
No, not as far as I know. It
Yeah,
puts it in slash users.
it seems
It
like a
puts
weird thing
everything
to
in
do.
slash users.
Not
So,
in local user? That
it's in
also seems
it's
weird.
in so slash users the user that's logged in.
Oh, users, actually users, not just
Yeah.
USR. I see.
Slash capital U users.
Yeah,
So the if you do a homebrew, the your seller is a hidden directory in
in
where was it?
your current
Actually,
user's
I
home
take that.
directory.
Oh, sorry, not the seller is actually is an slash opt homebrew.
Oh, okay,
Um,
that makes sense.
yeah,
Um,
but the configuration is all user specific. So if different users log in, they can still use the same programs if they have homebrew set to their in their path.
yeah,
So yeah,
it seems like Linux has it that way too, but the only exception is you can't have a user named Linux Brew, I guess, which seems kind of odd. I wonder like how, but not enough to actually go look into it. Like how did they end up with I know, let's create a user and have it do all the things that we need to do. I'm really curious. I'm curious, but not enough to go look into it. Anyway,
yeah.
um,
Give me a
so I can set the inferior Lisp program to a path like this. I
right.
just
You
need to
can.
know
The
what.
the command is where the
Actually, let me
hell did I
see.
hold on a
Roz
second. Let me
is
check
not on
this
this
here.
page.
See, I know I put. Oh, that's what I need to look for. Go and grep dot config. Sorry, dash rn dot config emacs um ras because I know I configured this in. Oh motherfucker. Sorry, I don't know if you're recording.
I am.
Oh, great, fantastic! I f bombed on online. Um.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, I haven't uploaded it yet. I'm not streaming,
oh, good.
but
You're
I'm
not
gonna.
streaming. Thank God.
We're like 20 minutes into it. I don't think it's gonna matter. I also don't think anybody's gonna watch these episodes anyway. I'm mostly doing this to like eventually work out the kinks and get better at it. I gotta start somewhere.
Oh no, no, I get it, and I'm hey, I love this because it's giving me a chance to exercise my teaching skills and making sure that I'm teaching you stuff correctly, because I know just how dumb it can be. Oh, that's the reason why I had such a problem. This configuration is now done through um because of my Emacs is it's configured in Slime. Ah, that's right. I forgot. I've actually I sorry, not Slime, through Roswell. I actually added the Roswell um uh Lisp Sly helper quick Lisp Sly helper that it has to actually go and install Sly Sylvester for me because I didn't.
Oh man.
Grab uh, grep Emacs and not have
Man, I don't
Emacs
know.
config.
My computer, I'm not even doing all that much right now. Oh, I do have PDFs open and have had them open for a while, and I've noticed they,
XPDF being a memory hog sometimes. I know that. I've
yeah,
noticed that.
this isn't
Yeah.
XPDF, but it's Events, which maybe uses XPDF behind the
Oh
scenes.
no
I don't
no.
know.
XPDF is actually better. Evens is probably the memory hog.
Ah, okay,
XPDF is nothing more than literally a motif application. It's as
gotcha.
lightweight as it can get, you know. Um,
Yeah, something about okay. So maybe it's PDF libraries that have like a memory leak or something. Let me go
yeah.
close my PDFs. Maybe that
Okay.
will help with
Um,
all of the downloadings
okay. So
with help computer.
Sylvester,
Um,
oh,
I don't
common
know.
Lisp. I have to go back to the. Okay.
Oh, I
So give
shouldn't
me the
actually do
manual.
that though.
I need the
Oh,
manual. Sly manual. There it is. Okay. Multiple Lisps. Okay. Here we go. So there's multiple ways of handling this, but the one thing that you need to go and look at is um,
wait, didn't we run this
in
last time? We
huh?
we ran this. I remember running it
Yeah,
last time.
I know, but we
Oh,
ran
okay.
it in the Lisp image. We didn't actually build it though. We're actually
But
setting this up so that we're building.
am I not trying to run it in the Lisp image right now?
I thought you wanted to build it into
I
an
do.
standalone executable.
I do, but this is failing
Hold on one second. Let
on
me
my
see.
way, and I'm
Here. Yeah, that's because you did not try running. Yeah, you did, but I don't know how you ran it last time. I know I ran it.
okay.
I maybe you ran it on the command line. You didn't run it through your Emacs, and this is your first time running it through your Emacs.
Uh, I'm pretty sure I ran something inside of here, inside of the REPL.
How did you
Um,
start Slime? Just out of curiosity.
I started Slime with this.
Meta X Slime, or did you actually do spacebar M apostrophe or something?
Oh,
I think it is.
hold on a sec. Nope. Here. Okay. Cool. Uh, so I did comma quotation mark slime REPL,
Oh, okay.
and that's probably what I did last time as well.
Okay. I've never used the comma operator. I usually did space. M
Oh yeah, space
apostrophe.
M comma is short is short for space M. Even though
Oh,
that's not,
okay.
it's only one less keystroke. Uh, yeah, it's the leader key comma.
Okay, so you configured leader key to be comma instead of space.
No, space M is comma.
Oh, okay. That layer actually defined the leader key to being comma for space M.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Um. Okay. Just do one thing for me. Do a
Okay.
quick just check to see if you could do system QL. Go into your Lisp REPL and do QL system apropos, and then just run clack. Open quotation clack. You have to put open quotes and double quotes. You're gonna have to wrap it around double quotes. Yeah, yeah. Just run that. Okay, so the problem is probably with your ASD file. Go to your ASD file. It's probably not finding your. Is there any errors here? I don't see any errors here. But then again, okay, there's one more test we could do. Do me a favor, restart your Lisp. So I think
Okay.
it's switch back to your REPL. Although I keep seeing applying one edit to the
Yeah,
form.
I was messing with how it formats on save with closure.
Ah,
I think
okay.
I think I told it to do a whole bunch of work every time I hit save. Where did you want me to go?
Go to your
Oh man. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S. Hello? Testing. Check. Wow. Well, closing the PDFs didn't help or didn't
yep.
prevent it from happening again. Hey, there you are. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
Hit comma and restart Lisp.
Uh
What the
oh.
heck?
So uh maybe so comma only works in, I think, in text editing files, not in interactive things. Uh, but maybe I can
Okay.
go
In
here or here and then
S
REPL
comma S I
S.
think restart.
Doesn't look like there's
Oh,
a restart, but I
okay.
can
You have to do
quit.
slime quit Lisp.
I
Dang
can
it,
quit.
your layers I think messed up because I know that in Slime there's in um Space Max that common Lisp layer
Uh
has a
huh.
restart option. I don't know why it's not showing up here.
I mean,
Um,
they change stuff a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if they used to have it and now they don't.
okay,
Um,
then do this. Do meta X.
I killed it.
Oh, you didn't have to kill it, but okay. I wanted to show you something.
Oh, okay.
So when you load, okay, do hit escape. Do meta X. I think and I think the command is slime restart Lisp.
Restart
Yeah,
inferior
restart
list.
inferior Lisp. Yeah, keep that in
Cool.
mind. If you could
That
set a
makes
key
sense.
binding later on, but that's okay. Okay, now try doing a quick load.
Yeah,
Um,
it if there were a keyboard shortcut associated with it, it would show up right here,
yeah,
right here,
it's
just
clear
like
that
this one
they've
does.
taken it out. That's
Yeah.
all that means, which kind of
Um,
sucks, but okay, fine.
okay. So then, what should I try? That
Try loading up your sample project and see if it actually finds it now. Yeah,
this
do
one?
that. Hit enter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
System not found. Damn. Okay. That's hilarious. Why is it this?
Hilarious.
Okay, do four. There's another way of testing this. Do asdiff colon. No, no, no. It's a global variable. You don't need to put a parentheses around global variables. Colon star central registry. Yeah, hit enter. Ah, there it is. You do not have, for whatever reason, in your central registry, Roswell local projects. I don't know why, here, but it looks like it's because of the fact that your inferior Lisp is probably set to user bin SBCL and it's not actually Roswell. So do
Okay.
this. Um, I think you just
I
need to
can.
push the path to, um, Roswell local projects. So that's hash p. Here, I'm gonna actually write this in the chat, so this way you can just
Okay.
copy paste.
Oh yeah. So I sometimes put the your screen share on the like into what I'm recording. Um, but if what you have is really tiny, or rather really big, then I would have to record a very large portion of my screen in order for to show it all. Um,
Got it.
so uh, I just have my own screen um, in the recording, but only because I'm recording a very tiny area. And
That's
yeah,
perfectly all right.
so
You
if
could
you,
drive this thing, just as long as I at least at some point get some level of credit,
yeah,
some sort of
in
annotation
the,
or shout out at the
yeah, you
end.
do.
It will be great so that way my YouTube channel also gets some traffic from it. But yeah,
Yeah.
any
Oh, I don't know if I linked to your YouTube channel, but I definitely mentioned the Jitsi thing that we're doing right now, and the meetup, and I don't know, maybe something else. But uh, you can look at the uh, description of the YouTube video. Uh oh, hit it again. Yep, it's doing it again. Um, what I'm saying right here. One, two. 3, 4,
hello?
5. Hi. Okay, so I got to
Yeah, what
5.
happened?
My computer is locking up again. It's getting worse. I don't know what the heck. I closed the
Okay, you know
PDFs.
what? How much memory do you have on that system?
I got a lot of memory. I don't think it's a lack of memory. Um, like I said, I think I mentioned this before that I used to record a lot, like when I was tutoring
I
all
know, I
day every
remember that,
day.
but I don't know what happened.
Yeah. What were you? What should I do here?
Oh, add this to so you need to go and say push there, but you need to add and I think is the no
Like
no
that?
it's object first and yeah exactly. Wait, is it object first and then place? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, that's right. I think that's
My
correct.
guess is that it would
Yeah.
be like this in this order, because then
Well,
you
let's
could
see. Hit
potentially
enter
have
and let's see
multiple
what
things
happens.
over
I'm
here.
pretty sure that's correct. I think what you have there is correct,
Nope,
but I don't remember.
didn't like it.
Okay, and it's swapped. All right.
That's weird.
It's
But
all.
okay.
I thought I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, but I was like that. That's why I said I think.
Oh, yeah, I should try this. Object place.
Yeah, object is going to be.
This
Yeah, I think
thing
that's
that
fine.
I'm adding, and then this is the place that I'm adding it to.
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, that's exactly backwards of what I expect. All right. So now that I've done that,
So
now I
just
should
make
be.
sure that that's actually loaded in there. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I think that's a destructive operation. Push is a destructive operation, right? Yeah,
Yep.
push is a destructive. Push new is not. Okay. I wasn't sure which
Gotcha.
one. One of the two is not a destructive operation.
Gotcha.
Okay. So now you could try and run sample. Yeah, hit it.
Nope.
What is it going to throw up? What is it throwing? Simple error. Error format error during printing. What is it? Um, coerce
Remove
entry
entry
to.
from central registry and continue. Coerce entry to blah. Replace. Oh, maybe it doesn't like the tilde.
Oh, it's yeah. It may not like the tilde. You may have to put the abstract. I wasn't sure. One of those always ends up
Is
causing a
there
problem.
is
Yeah,
there something like
you could
expand?
delete. There is an expand.
Uh,
In
not macro expand though.
Oh
The
no no no!
like
You want
directory expand.
no no, that's Emacs Lisp. Emacs Lisp is expand file name. You can't do that in Common Lisp. You have to do absolute path. There's a
Okay.
make path name. I don't remember what it is. In Common Lisp, I don't think.
All right. So I can do this, but I think I'm gonna have to also remove that other entry.
Yes, you need to pop the entry first before you push this um
Alrighty, I'll do that. And yep, the right
and
one
then
popped. And
push push home. I think it's home Osloy.
yep.
Yeah, that's it. Good. Now try one more time. Hit enter. Boom. What happened? While searching. Oh,
What?
you made that into. We forgot the slash. I told you this before. The path has to become a slash at the end, otherwise it doesn't treat it as a directory. Pop it again and do it again. Yeah, you have to put a slash after projects.
Gotcha. Is that maybe why it didn't work the first time? Uh,
It. Oh, it still can't find it. Why? Uh, is it
register local
because?
projects and try again.
Try two. You could
Yeah.
try two. We haven't actually tried two.
Nope. It's
Did you hit?
just bringing
Uh,
me right back to here.
yeah, hit four. This we need to fix your thing so that it always has Roswell local projects loaded. Um, just do this. You could do this pretty quickly. Set inferior list program to ROS run, and that's it.
Uh,
In your common list layer, remember what your config layer?
oh.
Yeah, there.
Uh,
Just switch that, turn that on, and then say that that's ROS run. Remove Osloy whatever, and just say ROS run. And if ROS is in your path, it will just automatically choose that.
Roz run?
ROS space run in quotes. It takes only a string. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That should cause everything. Try and do a kill, I guess, and see what happens when you restart your. You have to reload your space max configuration. I don't remember the command to actually do that
That's
first.
space FE capital R, but I I don't think I need to do that. I think I can just do like switch to here and then go uh, set variable. Dang it! Are you kidding me? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Hello,
13. Hi.
welcome
What
back.
What number did you hear?
12
Okay.
and then
Uh,
13 and then
all right. That's frustrating. What's the name of the variable? Inferior Lisp program. So I think I can just do set variable inferior Lisp program. No? Huh. Okay. Well, then I'll go here, reload, done.
okay. Now try and
Oh,
do
yeah. I thought I put that there. Maybe it's been a while since I've restarted Emacs.
then do space, I think, or you need to do slime restart inferior lisp or yeah, yeah,
Okay. And then try this again.
yeah,
No.
and it can't load it. Yeah, it's a problem with your Emacs configuration, man. I don't know why
Well,
that's not
that's
finding it.
all
That's a
right.
bit frustrating. I
I
know
do.
if you run this in the shell, you can actually see it
Let's try that.
because
And then I need to go.
okay.
SBCL.
No.
No.
Do Raz run.
Roz run. Anything else? Just Roz
Okay.
run.
No. Yeah, just hit enter. Okay, now do open quote, open paren. Sorry, not quote. Open paren. Delete that quote. Okay. QL colon quick load. Uh, open quote. A sample web app slash test.
Like that.
Hit enter. Yes. See, everything's now loading.
Cool.
And then you could do as if test system once this is loaded.
Uh oh.
And what is that? Something, there's an error in your web server dot lisp.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
could you
Let's
scroll? Is there
go.
any way to scroll up and see what the error is?
Yeah. Whoa. Uh. Simple error. No package named sample web app.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Could you open web server dot lisp?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me just see something here. Um, yeah, web server. You got to get rid of line two, sample web app in line two because this is a dependency that sample web app loads. Sample web app needs to have sample web app dot server.
Ah.
Yeah, get that.
So I
Get
get
rid of
rid of
that.
that.
Yep, and you're good. Save the file and then switch back and then load it again. And you'll be fine.
Uh. Should I
Just
retry?
absorb. I think you could do retry. Yeah, 0. Yeah. What the hell? Scroll up. What is it complaining about? Oh, you have a test system in your there's a code in your web server .lisp that it's trying to evaluate. Sorry, in your main .lisp that you're trying to evaluate. You copied my code for some reason. Yeah,
Yeah.
the source main.lisp source. Yeah, get rid of line 12. That's not needed. I was just trying to illustrate the command for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Now this should work.
So
Do four
0.
retry. You could do I think four retry or something. Yeah. Huh. What is it? Oh, try recompiling. Sorry. Number three. Yeah, there we go. Now you can run asdev colon website asdev colon test dash system
Like that?
space, yeah, space, hold on, open quote, sample web app.
Like that?
Yeah, yep, dude. And then that's it.
Nailed it. First try. Zero deaths.
Yes, zero
Easy.
depth. Easy speasy. Yeah, the only thing is Emacs needs to be correct.
Yeah. Maybe,
Everything boils down to Emacs configuration.
maybe. It's weird that
No,
we were able to run something last time inside of Emacs. Maybe I ran it at the command line, but then yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I will see you next week.
all
Later.
right. And next week,
Yeah.
hopefully, we'll start dealing with Clack because I want to actually get production level stuff in there just so
Cool.
that Hunted 2 tends to be more dev. Like you could
Gotcha.
do a lot of stuff in there, but it's not complete with up as far as I know in terms of newer versions of the HTML standard. Clack tends to be more actively developed on. So
Okay.
I'll switch everything up and then give you what you need to do next week. All right.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. See you later. Peace. Bye.
Peace.